All right, guys, so we are going to be discussing the week of July 13th, starting with Monday as always. We have for strength back squats, advanced, intermediate. You guys will be doing 3 seconds on the way down. That's the only difference really for the tempo for you guys as opposed to the beginner. Always with the ones, you're not exploding at the bottom. I want to see control for the beginners. Metcon, this is a longer ascending ladder, so you're going to be going up in reps every single round. You have an option here. You have an option of doing muscle ups, you have an option of doing pull ups, or ring rows. Every time that you're done your round for the pull, you're going to go out for a 200-meter run. So it's 15-minute AMRAP, 2 muscle ups, 5 pull ups, or 5 ring rows. One of those movements, run 200, you come in, you do 4, or you do 10, and then you do 6, or you do 15, etc. So you're either going up by 2s or you're going up by 5s, trying to get as high in that ladder as you possibly can. Make sure when you get into the bigger rounds that you are breaking up your sets that you need to, so you're not gassing out and starting to have to hit singles on your pull-ups. That's more for the intermediate and beginner. What we have for the Tuesday is a complex for advanced and intermediate. So we're starting with hang power clean, then you have a power clean, then you have a squat clean. Hitting singles, trying to go heavier every single time. Beginner, hang power clean for sets of 3s. Working on the technique of just that movement for that day. Metcon, we have a 10-minute AMRAP. We have 4 different movements here. So we have 10 burpees, 10 power cleans or hang power cleans, depending on what level you're at. Run 200 meters, and then 10 toes to bar. So quick on those runs so you can get back to those toes to bar. And just go through this as fast as you possibly can. There's no real pacing for this. Try to do those power cleans unbroken for as long as possible as well. You're going to notice that it's lighter weight, so 95-65. So not heavy enough that you need to break that up early on in the rounds. On Wednesday, it is an A1, A2, so between deadlifts and sled pushes. So you go deadlift, then sled push, deadlift, sled push. You'll notice the Aurora sled pushes are a little bit harder, but it's all good. So don't be avoiding Aurora that day and come to Newmarket just because it's sleds. What we have is a 3-part EMOM. So there's 3 different movements. You're going to break those up into 4 minutes each. So you have the 4 minutes of pull-ups or ring rows, the 4 minutes of burpees, and then the 4 minutes of alternating one-arm dumbbell snatches. Pick a weight that you can actually get this done and have a little bit of rest break. That is the goal for this. Once you get to the alternating one-arm dumbbell snatches, if you get closer to the end of the minute, that's fine. But for the first two, make sure that you do have some sort of break there. On the Thursday, what we have is front squats. Finish those front squats, and then you're going to follow that up with max effort handstand push-ups, max effort ring push-ups, or max effort push-ups, whatever category you fall under for that. So sometimes I like to put ring push-ups, sometimes it's pike push-ups for this day, hitting those ring push-ups with stability. Your Metcon, one of the not so favorite workouts that we do, pick probably twice a year to do. It's called Dublata wall balls. So you're actually doing double Tabata. So this is 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, still 8 rounds, still lowest round is your actual score. Try to go unbroken, or not unbroken, try to fill the actual time so you're going as hard as you can for that 40 seconds. Don't take any breaks in the early rounds, as there's no pacing for this one whatsoever. Make sure your ass is getting all the way down and your ball is hitting that line every single time. On Friday, we are working on close grip bench press, and in between your sets, you're going to be hitting up the GHD for some sit-ups. Pretty basic for that. I don't have to go into detail for that. Then you're going to be hitting a 10-minute AMRAP. This one will have burpees no push-up burpees every single time the buzzer goes. So the buzzer will go at the top of the minute. You need to make sure that it is in the first minute as well. The coach will remind you of that. So you do 5 no push-up burpees. You're doing a lot of push-ups in this because it's a couplet, only the 2 movements. So that's why I put no push-up burpees. There's a faster turnaround on those. Doesn't mean they're easier, it just means you go faster. So every time that buzzer goes at the top of the minute, you have to stop what you're doing and you have to do your no push-up burpees. The movements are 15 double unders or 30 single skips, and then we have 10 push-ups. Very basic, but you need to move fast for this one. On Saturday, 3 components here. Excuse me. Minutes 0 to 10, Fran. Nice and simple, right? 6-minute time cap, though. This is extremely important. There's no 6 minutes, I'm going to continue on because I'm almost done. It's 6 minutes. That's it. Pick weight and pull-up modification according to that. You have a lot of work ahead of you. I don't want you guys going into your 8-9 minutes or whatever because you feel like you can PR Fran or whatever. Pick your weights and whatnot accordingly, your pull-up. The reason for this is I want you guys to understand how to scale properly. This is the number one thing that we need to focus on right now is how to scale appropriately in class. So Fran, 21:59 thrusters and pull-ups. Once minute 10 hits, you are doing Grace. Same thing, 6-minute time cap. There is no going heavier. I know that's an issue as well. Sometimes people want to go heavier. Do Grace. You're going to be tired, obviously, from Fran. If you have a really good Fran time, you'll have a good chunk of rest there. But do Grace as fast as you possibly can. Don't pace that. Then, at minute 20, it's a 1 mile run for time. Go out, run that hard. Then, if you have time in the 10-minute window that I've given you, so it's not get back and start doing this next part. It's only in the 10-minute window. You're going to perform as many push-ups as possible. So you've done a lot of push-ups the day before. If you get back and you've got 2.5 minutes, you're still going to feel that burn. Try to get that volume in. Make sure you're just going as hard as you can. If your mile takes a little bit longer than 10 minutes, you don't have to do anything when you come back. You're just done, and that's that. Okay, so that is that week, and you're good to go. We'll see you guys in the gym.